Hello friends, today's topic is life in Vietnam. Let's rant.
Here's how much I spent in a day in Vietnam. Part 3. For breakfast, I had a banh mi from a street vendor near my place. I got grilled pork, which she grills right at her stand. It was full of flavor and only under $1. Then I found this cafe in my neighborhood. They had salted coffee and I wanted to try something new. The salted cream foam combined with the Vietnamese milk coffee made this the best coffee I've ever had. Seriously, it was so good. I wanted more. To satisfy my milk tea cravings, there's this new milk tea shop that opened its first location in Vietnam. I got their signature milk tea, which has grass jelly and some other kinds of jellies and beans, but it's delicious milk tea full of texture. On my way home, I stopped by the market and grabbed a piece of cake. I think the flavor is pandan, and I don't know what the other flavor is, but it's really good. It's not too sweet. It's as big as my hand. I have to take my time eating this cake because if I eat too fast, it'll give me hiccups. At the end of the day, I treated myself to a 75-minute hair scalp massage. It was a really nice spa. They welcomed me with tea. I was so relaxed during the scalp massage with the different scents coming from the shampoo and the pressure of the massage on my scalp. She put a cooling face mask on while she massaged my arms and legs. I literally almost fell asleep. She blow dried my hair. Here's how my hair looked the morning after, all clean and shiny. Here's my total cost of the day living in Vietnam. If you want to join me on my daily life in Vietnam, like and follow for more.
This is what I love about the cost of living in Vietnam. All prices are in US dollars. Number 10, I can eat very well for less than $400 a month, and that's eating out, not cooking at home. Number 9, great local coffee and beer can be found for less than $2 at shops and restaurants. Number 8, local fruits and vegetables are insanely inexpensive. Number 7, I can fly to any major city in Vietnam for less than $100 if I book a week or two in advance. Number 6, a taxi or Grab ride can be as little as $2 or $3 for a 15 to 20 minute ride. Number 5, you don't need a car to survive in Vietnam. Imagine all of your car expenses going away. Number 4, a decent scooter in Vietnam only costs about $1,500 and gas is about $5 to $10 a week. Number 3, renting a mid-range apartment in a nice area of Hanoi will cost you less than $500, including utilities. Number 2, health and dental care in Vietnam is excellent and is jaw-droppingly inexpensive compared to the USA. And number 1, in Vietnam, it doesn't cost hundreds or thousands of dollars a month in fees and insurance just to exist. Bob's your uncle.
In this video, I'll show you what $400 a month gets you in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. First of all, the building is in District 7, which is about a 15-minute drive from downtown. But the property does have security, a pool, a gym, a very, very big lobby with a concierge service, a convenience store, and another pool way up here on the rooftop. I get this studio space with views of downtown, a kitchenette, air conditioning. There's maid service twice a week, and they do your laundry on the weekends. So there you have it, a $400 apartment. The overall cost of living here in Ho Chi Minh City is pretty low. The streets are safe, the people are nice, and the food is great. See more stories from Vietnam on my channel. Follow Brando.
Let's do a Vietnam budget breakdown. Starting with accommodation, I only spent $115, and that's because hostels were so cheap, as low as $3 a night. I also did some sleeper buses, so there was no need to pay for accommodation some nights. Next, we have activities. That was $370. Majority of that is coming from the Ha Giang Loop, which was $192. I decided to do the 4-day, 3-night tour, and honestly, it was very well worth it. It was one of the best experiences that I had, and it included accommodation and food for those days. Besides the loop, other activities were anywhere from $2 for a museum entrance to $25 for a cooking class, so still very affordable. Next is transportation. That was $174. I did use the sleeper buses to get around, so those were anywhere from $6 to $25 depending on the length, and then Grab was very cheap as well, from $1 to $4 a ride. Food was $220. Street food was anywhere, actually like less than $1 to $3, and then Western food was around $10 to $15. I think I spent too much money on food. Maybe, I don't know, the Western food that I ate, that just adds up. Next, miscellaneous was $65. I did some shopping and got a manicure and pedicure. Lastly, on the eSIM, I spent $19. I think that's pretty expensive, but for me, my only option is eSIM. I can't put a physical SIM card in my phone. This cost doesn't include the visa fee, which was $25, and then my flight from Laos to Vietnam, which was $150. Let me know if you have any other questions about my budget, and my next video will be about my route, what I did, and what I recommend for you to do.
Life in Vietnam seems pretty good. I might have to travel there. Let's continue.
Here are 5 things to know before moving to Vietnam. Number 1, the cost of living is very low. From food to rent to transportation, you'll likely be spending a lot less money than you did in your home country. Number 2, expat life is super intense in Vietnam. It's a culture and a country which are quite different to the ones where people come from. And there's a certain type of person who is attracted to that. And so the expat community is fun, but it is full on. Number 3, though it's classed as a tropical country, there is a variation in temperatures from the north to south. If you live in the north, like Hanoi, you're going to experience winters. If you live in the south, you're going to have rainy season and dry season. It's always going to be hot. Number 4, the language is a challenge. It has 6 tones. You're not just going to absorb it by being there. If you want to learn it, you're going to have to put a lot of effort into studying. Number 5, ladies, the dating scene is weird.
Just for reference, I got all of this from the market for less than $5 total. If you're living in Vietnam, you're going to be eating out for Vietnamese food a lot, and there's a lot of options, so I guarantee you're going to find something that you fall in love with. This is one of my favorites. This is Cơm Suon Ốc Lai. So this is rice and a pork chop with an egg on top. I always order a little bit extra crispy pork on the side. This is Hit Halfway. Comes with some salad. There's always free tea and water, so you don't even have to pay for an extra drink. So a meal like this is going to cost about 50K, 60K, so a little over $2 maybe. So Vietnamese meals will always run around maybe $1 to $3. You could never cook at home, eat out for every meal, and you're still not going to spend very much money. Oh yeah. If you want to know more about Vietnamese food, I've got a lot of videos about different meals in Vietnam. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm super small, trying to grow, so I appreciate your help. Thanks. All right, it's a brand new morning here. We're gonna start the day the way we start every day with a coffee. It's about 50 cents for a coffee and a mango smoothie, about $1 for a smoothie. So I prefer getting it from the little corner sidewalk joints. So we're gonna get some of this rocket fuel in us, and then we'll head back down to the beach. If you're gonna be living in a beach town, you're probably gonna wanna get fit, right? So the Vietnamese are super active, so there's a lot of options. You can't go very far in Vietnam without finding some dip bars or pull-up bars for free on the sidewalk or in a park. And you've also got a giant free pool over here. Now, if you're looking for a more serious gym, there's plenty of good options for that too. I go to this place, it's about $30 a month. It's probably the nicest gym in Da Nang. It's got everything you can imagine, all the machines, all the weights. You can see it's pretty much dead every time I'm in there. Nobody goes to the gym. It's even got a little functional area. You can run on the track here, free yoga classes, super nice pool and sauna area, even an ice bath. And this thing is serious cold. It's so nice. Another way I like to treat myself is called goi do. So goi do in Vietnamese means shampoo the head. But it's really more like a 30-minute head and neck massage. So it's only gonna cost about $2. So it's a great way to relax. Your hair will never be so clean in your entire life. It's the best $2 you'll ever spend.
So here's how much money you need to move to Vietnam and never work another day in your life. So I did some research and it seems like a single person living in Vietnam would spend about $450 per month without rent. So if we add rent, that's probably around $750 a month. So I did some math and it seems like if you want to withdraw $750 per month, you need $125,000 and that's going to last you 42 years. However, if you only have $100,000, that's only going to last you 20 years. It's pretty crazy how that extra $25,000 would literally make your money last twice as long. But saving $100,000 doesn't seem too hard, seems pretty realistic, and Vietnam seems like an awesome place to live at. Make sure to follow for more.
How much we are spending with USD and Vietnam money.
What do you guys think? Would you move to Vietnam? Seems like a good place to move to. Thank you for watching. Until next video.